mark 50 years, guys.
Wow.
50
oh, boy.
years.
That's right.
Since me and Glenn's Miami Dolphins had a perfect season in 1972.
And so every week
This year, when we start off with the NFL scores, highlights, and news, you're gonna hear
Look, if you put a classically trained
the Miami Dolphins fight something because y'all deserve it. We here at the Sports View with the Crew think that this is something that you should be able to cherish time after time after time to celebrate the perfect season.
The greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air.
I was up this morning thinking about this because I have a Dolphins corner in my house. And I was like, man, we really had a banjo in there.
I have a whole laundry room dedicated.
There's a banjo in this song. And then it's Dixie. I was like, what are we doing? You hear it?
Yeah, but don't we have another?
Oh, boy. Okay, that's it?
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. People like, bugs, they're going to have to get used to it, buddy. I don't know what they want to
So I'll play the other one. I'm going to play the T-Pain one.
You like the T-Pain one?
I
Better?
do.
Oh, okay.
That one that bothers me.
It shouldn't. It really shouldn't.
Dixie, they're singing Dixie.
No,
it's the tune. Yes,
it's just an instrument. Anytime you hear a banjo, you're just gonna.
No,
go
the
there?
tune is Dixie.
No,
look away, Dixie. It is.
It is not.
All right.
It is not. But anyway.
And then there was a highway in Miami called Old Dixie Highway.
Everybody got one of them.
You see.
Everybody got an Old Dixie Highway.
Can we do away with the Old Dixie Highways?
We got the Miami Dolphins, bro, had the New England Patriots come to town, Glenn, and Hard
Rock Stadium. Come on and get it out.
And it was the Miami Dolphins 20 and the New England Patriots 7.
Wow.
And
what did you see?
I seen the defense bend but not break.
Yeah.
I seen the offense taking what the New England Patriots defense gave them.
Mm-hmm.
They made Matt Jones, Bill Belichick look stupid.
Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia.
Whatever he is.
And the other guy. Who are these guys? Who are these guys on the sideline? What is Bill Belichick doing? This is an experiment that I fear is going to blow up in his face.
What are you talking about? I told you that.
No.
Dude, I told you that weeks and weeks
He's
and
the
weeks
guru.
ago.
He's the guru. That's what.
And you went with the rest of the nation.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You went with the rest of the nation. Oh, and Bill we trust. Oh, he know what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
He can't.
But I'm just wanted to say this. I fear, after yesterday, that it's not going to work.
When I sat up here and told you weeks and weeks ago that this buffoonery.
What is he called?
Doesn't make any
sense. The play caller in charge?
Right. But the thing is, it's like neither one of those guys, all those guys, Bill, Patricia, and I forget the other guys.
Too many hands in the pot.
No, they all defensive people. They never did.
So it makes sense that this is something he's trying. Bill must have gone to like a Far Eastern country or something, yin and yang, and he reasoned within himself, if a defensive guy can be good on defense, he should be better on offense because he can anticipate what the defense is thinking.
What bizarre world?
I don't know.
That don't even make
Bill Belichick. Yes, it does.
When you started saying all that out your mouth,
what
did it even make sense?
Yeah, 407-894-1680. If you can tell us your own explanation as to why the great Bill Belichick, the sweatshirt wearer himself, has 3 defensive guys calling the offensive plays. What is going on?
Well, they showed up on yesterday.
Well, I tell you what happened. The first couple of drives, New England looked nice. They were going down the field. Mac Jones was making plays, And what happened was they were they were going on a scoring drive on us in the end zone. We picked them off, and from there they just went down. Their momentum, they just started to bottom out because we would stop them. It was 3 and out, and and whatever fire they had for those first 2 drives, they completely lost it. Especially when we hit him in the mouth, we hit Mac Jones in the mouth and picked up the fumble recovery for a TD. That was great.
Yeah. The Miami Dolphins played.
You like McMichael?
Yeah.
McDaniel.
Yeah. He's all right.
We're speaking of the Dolphins' first-year head coach. A lot of first-year head coaches won yesterday.
All of them won. I think all of them won yesterday. But they you got Tua stats?
I do. I got everything. I got everything over here.
Oh, okay.
The Dolphins hosting New England yesterday. It was 20-7 Dolphins in a hot Hard Rock Stadium. It was 98 degrees on that football field. Mac Jones in a losing cause was 21 of 30 for 213 yards, 1 TD and 1 interception. Tua Tagovailoa was 23 of 33, always a great percentage, 270 yards. 1 TD, no interceptions. On the TD that he threw, it was a hard slant to Waddle. And, man, it was a laser. It was a laser. If we can have some more of this, Danny, it reminded me of Danny. Danny used to throw those across the middle to Duper or Clayton, the Marx brothers. You remember that?
Yeah.
Like a quick post?
Don't do that to nobody, man.
Like a quick post? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Don't do that to anybody. Try to compare what Dan and
it was incredible.
Yeah.
A whole season long.
That's not fair,
dude. We got to watch them 3 or 4 or 5 whole seasons with Danny throwing the ball nobody could stop it.
Right.
Because that slant pattern, and if you play football, you know it's hard to defend. Mm-hmm. It's really hard, especially when the guys are fast like Waddle.
Absolutely.
So. Chase Edmonds, 12 carries, 25 yards. Running game not really there for Miami. Raheem Mostert couldn't get started, 5 carries for 16 yards. Chase and Raheem both a part of the Legion of Zoom. Jalen Waddle in the receiving area for Miami. It was Jalen, 4 receptions, 69 yards. Tyreek Hill, 8 receptions, 94 yards. Pretty good day for Tyreek.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he should be okay.
He was targeted 12 times and with 8 receptions.
Okay. So Miami next game is they're at Baltimore, Glenn, at 1:00, and then New England's next game they are at Pittsburgh at 1:00. Is their next opponent.
Yeah.
And Pittsburgh had a great game against Baltimore.
We're going to Pittsburgh
Cincinnati,
next.
But we'll go there.
We're going in the order.
Again, you got New England at Pittsburgh, and then Miami goes to Baltimore.
Okay.
Is their next opponent.
Okay.
Next game, Glenn, who we going with?
Next game was New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. New Orleans prevailed 27-26.
Man, them Dirty Birds got to be sick. You hear me?
Yeah.
Has to be sick and tired of how they lose games.
Both Jarrell and I picked New Orleans. Go ahead, Jarrell.
And they lost on a field goal, and they was actually, wasn't they up a little bit in this game against
They
New
were.
Orleans?
Not just a little bit, a lot.
Not a lot of bit.
Yeah. So Jameis Winston wound up 23 of 34 for 269 yards, 2 TDs, no interceptions yesterday for Jameis.
Good stuff. Good stuff, man.
On the other side of the ball, it's Marcus Mariota, the former. Well, these were 2 Heisman Trophy winners.
Oh,
Jameis, come on.
Go ahead.
Two former Heisman Trophy winners going at it. Marcus Mariota, the former Tennessee Titans quarterback who they drafted number 1. He was 20 of 33, 215 yards, and he looked like Marcus Mariota always looks.
Horrible.
Mediocre.
Mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mediocre Marcus.
Yeah. So New Orleans next game, man, they got Tampa Bay and Atlanta go up against the Rams. But again,
New Orleans hates Atlanta. This was a rivalry game. They hate each other.
Rivalry before these kids was probably 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's always a hate.
You think Miss Pat was on this morning? She posted.
She probably did. But it's good to see Jameis underneath the center again.
Yeah.
He still did some Jameis stuff, which the clock wasn't running and he spiked the ball and lost down. So there's a whole bunch of stuff he still got to learn. But
when he gets hot, he makes you forget about all that stuff.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he can throw the football.
Yeah. Now we got San Francisco 10 and Chicago 19. Me and Glenn went with
we went with San Fran.
Yeah, the 49ers in this
Trey
game.
Lance.
And man,
it was a muddy mess at Soldier Field.
A cyclone,
a
monsoon,
yeah.
hurricane, everything. The
remember that wrestler? Wasn't that your favorite wrestlers?
No.
What was his name? No, Banana Man Monsoon, Haystack Monsoon,
Gorilla Monsoon,
Gorilla Monsoon.
Exactly. He's just combining stuff. But yeah, it was definitely Bishop Paul S. Morton song.
Yeah.
You know,
open the floodgates of it. And let it rain. And it poured.
It poured.
Yeah.
It poured. And so it was a carefully messy game. You know, they couldn't really do a lot.
Yeah.
And it was just on the defense to come. But Justin Fields, he makes this phenomenal throw towards the end.
Did you see it?
Yeah. And
phenomenal throw. The catch.
The catch was
and the
good.
weather condition.
Y'all have to go and watch the video or the recap of how rainy and muddy this game was.
mean, is there an excuse for stuff like this?
What's that?
Rainy games like this, cold games.
Yeah, it's called a dome.
Yeah. So Chicago needs to know.
This is what I just heard. One of Chicago Bears fans told me that they are
in the plans. Yeah.
They are building a new stadium.
They are?
Yeah, they are. They're in the process of building it now, like somewhere around
a covered stadium.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah, and they need it. It's a long time coming, man.
Yeah.
Green Bay need one too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And it's San Francisco and Chicago game. Both quarterbacks had better days. 13 for 28 for Trey Lance, 164 yards. Justin Fields only 8 of 17, 121 yards. 2 TDs though, and 1 INT. Nobody had a good. It was a sloppy game, just a lot of rain, and that's how weather can affect football sometimes.
Oh, absolutely, man.
19-10 though, the Bears winners.
Right, and we both lost that one on the
We
pick.
did.
So we got Pittsburgh 23, Cincinnati 20. We both went.
What
with
happened?
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It was just Joe Burrow, Glenn. He got sacked 57 times yesterday.
Are you kidding me?
No. That offensive line is still getting – because you remember in the playoff game against Tennessee, I think he got sacked like 7.
Well, the first year he was in the league. Poor guy.
Yeah.
So, and then last year they made it all the way to the Super Bowl.
Right. But it was just –
now –
and then, you got Trubisky starting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He didn't really have a good game. Burrow had a decent game despite all the sacks. And I think he
was 33 of 53.
Right. That's a lot of throwing.
338 yards.
Yeah. Did he have any INTs?
Burrow had 4 interceptions.
God.
2 TDs, again, 4 interceptions.
4 interceptions.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, Glenn, he had to be sacked about 5 times. He had to be sacked at least 5 times. And the game still came down to the wire towards the end. And it was just I believe they went to overtime, and Pittsburgh ended up winning on a field goal.
On a field goal.
But also in that game, they believe T.J. Watt suffered a torn pec under his arm. And Najee Harris, he also left the game against Cincinnati. They won, but they kind of lost too.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
But
those are 2 real important dudes.
Oh man,
really big
because
cock.
Watts in the game had an interception from the defensive end. He just waited.
Yeah.
And he threw it, and that was one.
You drift out in the flats.
No, he wasn't.
He didn't drift out in the flats.
He was at the line. And
he
timed it.
Oh, he timed. Yeah.
And he timed his jump and straight into his arm.
Yeah.
So you get it. One of his 4 interceptions didn't travel a yard.
Dude, those Watts boys are athletes. JJ, TJ, BJ.
Yeah, but it looks like they gonna maybe lose TJ for the season.
Wow.
With that torn pec muscle. So, but one of the people that I have confidence in as a head coach that can deal with adversity.
It's Mike Tomlin.
Coach Mike.
It's Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
Coach Mike Tomlin. You see Mitch Trubisky, 21 of 38, very efficient, 194 yards, 1 TD, no interceptions yesterday.
Yeah. So with what Joe Burrow went through, do you put that on the offense or you put that on Pittsburgh's defense?
I put it on Pittsburgh's defense. They knew what they had to do. This is another rivalry. Man, the schedule makers got it right this year. These are some really good opening day games. These teams, they hate each other.
Yeah.
They hate each other, and especially now that Cincinnati has broken out of the little brother role. Because for the longest, Pittsburgh was big bro.
And rightfully so.
We rule the North.
And rightfully so.
The AFC North we're talking about. And so this was one of those games that you say that that Cincinnati, after going to the Super Bowl, should win. You know, there's some question marks with Mitch Trubisky at quarterback for the Steelers. But again, you point to that dude that's on the sideline. Mike Tomlin can coach.
He can coach, bro.
So
he can coach.
There you go. 23-20, Steelers in overtime.
Yeah. So you got Philly 38, Detroit 35.
Yeah.
We both went with Philly on that game.
Yeah. We won.
Yeah, and we won, but Detroit made a game of it. They was making a comeback, but they Detroit.
Again, how does Detroit get a what's the show on HBO? How does Hard Knocks? How does the Detroit Lions get a Hard Knock?
I mean, it's just based on.
It was their time.
It's their time.
Okay.
It's just
they were in their rotation.
Yeah, got just an annual rotation, normal rotation. Okay. You had Baltimore 24 and the New York Football Jets 9. We both went with Baltimore.
Absolutely.
Lamar is still playing on his rookie contract. The extension did not come through as of yet.
But he played.
And that's just who he is.
Listen.
Because if a lot of people wouldn't play, Glenn, they would just hold out. Whether they have agent or not.
He gets an agent.
He
gets an agent. He might.
He's trusting that the deal is going to get done, and it's going to get done. But it's not like we should be crying a river for him.
So against teams
he's making like $20 million this year.
Yeah, but his mind is elsewhere. If you were a Baltimore Raven fan or coach, you would be like, "Hey, Lamar, let somebody else handle this, so you can pay attention to what's going on the football field."
He doesn't. He can.
You can pay attention to what's going on the football field, Jarrell.
No, that has one thing doesn't have to do with another. He all right because even if he had an agent, he's still gonna have to think about it.
Well, people are gonna be saying he's
be texting him, "Hey, hey, they brought us this. Hey, they brought us that." So you can't be totally focused if you.
He had a good game yesterday. 17 of 30, 213 yards, 3 TDs, 1 INT. Had a quarterback rating of 98, Jarrell. That's nice.
That's nice.
Across the field from him was the old man, Flacco. Joe Flacco. How do you think he felt watching Lamar run his team?
I didn't think of that.
At least he got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
When he was with him.
Yeah.
So, Joe Flacco for the hapless. Can I say that?
You can.
You know how they used to say that on NFL?
You can.
The hapless Jets. 37 of 59, bro. He had to throw the ball. He was throwing the ball all day.
All day.
When you're behind and you need to catch up, you throw the ball. So.
Yeah. So you got Jacksonville 22, Washington football team 28. We both went with Jacksonville.
We did for the upset.
And the Washington team is not that good neither.
They're not.
So, but it's.
So did you watch that game?
I did not.
I watched some of it. Carson Wentz is quarterbacking for the Washington Commanders. Say it with me, Jarrell. Washington Commanders. He doesn't want to come back over. He doesn't want to come to the side. So he was 27 of 41. Listen, he had 4 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
Jarrell. He looked good.
Did he?
Yeah, I
I
watched.
didn't get a chance to watch that.
I watched.
And
I watched. Trevor Lawrence on the other side of the ball did not. I don't know what's going on with Jacksonville.
Jacksonville is going to be fine. They're number 1 draft pick. That defensive end from Georgia.
Yeah, he's the truth.
He got an interception.
He's the truth. He's the truth.
And a sack. How you get an interception and a sack?
When you're an athlete like that, you do it.
Yeah. So, and and he's defensive end. So therefore, you got.
What was his name? Trayvon Walker.
I believe so. Yeah. Definitely, y'all need to check him out. Jacksonville did good on that one. I'm telling you, he's going to be.
They'll be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be fine. So Glenn's favorite quarterback was in action on yesterday. Also, Cleveland 26 and Glenn's dude Baker, Carolina Panthers 24.
Baker Mayfield.
We both went with Carolina.
We both went Carolina, and we both lost.
Yeah.
Somehow or another, Cleveland and Jacoby Brissett pulled it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baker is trying to act like that this wasn't a revenge game or anything. He's trying to be PC in the.
He felt some type of way.
Oh yeah, because you could tell when he threw the touchdown.
Yeah,
how exuberant.
Well, when he threw it and then he ran one.
He ran one, so he was all in it. He was
like,
all
take
in
this,
it.
take this, take that, take that, take that.
Every time, but humbling is an L. Because if he would have won that game, he would have sprouted out some stuff.
So he had to eat some cheese.
Yeah, he had to eat it. That's what that means? Eating cheese?
Yeah, eating crow.
Crow.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That made more sense.
Yeah. Jacoby Brissett, 18 of 34. Check it, 147 yards. Come on, Jacoby. Baker Mayfield, 16 of 27, 235 yards. Needless to say, lackluster quarterback play from both teams. But Cleveland won 26 to 24.
Right.
That wasn't a pretty game.
Wasn't a pretty game.
It wasn't.
You also had Indy 20 and Houston 20. We both went with Indy, and we both won.
That's right.
Because it ended up in a tie.
Right.
Yeah. And Lovie Smith, in his press conference, Glenn said.
What did he say?
He basically, and again, paraphrasing that.
You all know.
A tie is better than a loss.
I don't know.
Because they weren't doing. Houston wasn't doing nothing at all. They couldn't stop.
How do you feel about ties?
I don't think
407-894-1680. I don't think a tie has a place in the National Football League.
Right.
That's a soccer thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's so soccerish.
Right.
Dude, somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to lose. What is a tie?
And I get you don't want to be there all day, but
then adopt college football overtime rules, like I told you last year.
I don't want that.
Like I told you.
No. Just y'all grown folks, man. Score.
Adopt college football.
Score.
Overtime rules.
Score.
Like I told you they should have last year.
Score. You had the New York Football Giants 21 and the Tennessee Tannehills 20. We both went with Tennessee.
What happened there? What happened?
Saquon, man. And it can't be no Saquon. Because Saquon balled out, man.
18 carries, 154 yards. Get this, Jarrell, a whopping 9-yard average. Dude, every time you touch the ball, 9 yards?
Yeah. When this dude is healthy.
When he's healthy, he's a problem.
Is what we say? If it's no Saquon, what's this?
I don't know.
In Spanish,
Saquon.
What's yes in?
C. Oh, C. Saquon.
C. Saquon.
Sí, mucho Saquon. Huh?
Mucho Saquon.
Mucho Saquon. This dude, he is a problem.
He is a
problem. And see,
man.
because of the way that the league is now, and I don't know, have you mourned the dying of the running back?
I despise.
Do you miss them?
I despise that. I love a good
NFL coaches, bring the running backs back, man.
This was a running back game.
Who started it? Ezekiel?
Derrick Henry. What did he have? What did he run for?
Derrick Henry had 21 carries for 82 yards, which is almost a 4-yard average, which is great. Which is great when you touch the football. But 9?
But he was no Saquon.
No Saquon.
Henry on one of the plays actually got hit in the mouth.
I was gonna say these are two traditionally smash mouth teams.
Right.
The Giants.
Right.
And the Titans. They run the football.
They run the football.
So,
I like
blue collar
like
towns, because Nashville is crazy.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
You don't want to. You.
What's that? Toyota Stadium or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna have all of your Holy Ghost when you go to Nashville.
Yeah.
Nashville is crazy.
It's
I'm
good
telling
crazy.
y'all now.
It can be good crazy.
It's a good kind of crazy.
But that was it was a good game. We both went with, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people went.
Giants
with
for the
Tennessee.
upset, 21-20.
Was the upset, but it's a healthy Saquon is a problem.
Again, sí, Saquon.
Sí, Saquon.
Sí, mucho Saquon.
Yeah, man, because I'm telling you, Giants fans, I don't know what the season will be going for the Giants fans, but that game and the way they seen, what's his name, Jones?
Daniel.
Operate.
The quarterback. What is he, like his third year now?
Yeah, and the new head coach.
Yeah.
And how he went for it for 2 points to go ahead and, just the moxie of him.
Yeah, cojones.
Yeah, and you should wake up as a Giants fan happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
After years of not waking up too happy, wishing Phil Simms would come back.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is just to see a healthy Saquon, I'm telling the whole league.
Wishing for Phil Simms and Lawrence Taylor.
Oh, they don't want LT back. They don't want LT. But
LT used to be snorting up Peru.
Again, Saquon going to be a problem for the league. So now you got Saquon and you got Derrick Henry to worry about when they come to town because they're going to hit you in the mouth. They're going to hit you in the mouth.
Love it.
That was a good game.
Next game.
You got Kansas City in a blowout, Glenn.
God dog it.
44-21 with the Arizona Cardinals. We both went with KC.
Where's Kyler Murray when you need him?
He was no Saquon.
There's no Saquon.
He was no Saquon. But that Hall of Famer already.
Listen.
State Farm dude.
Yeah. 407-894-1680. The new State Farm commercial is hilarious, too.
Oh, when he's trying to do the bubble?
Yeah. This new State Farm commercial is hilarious.
Right.
All of them were. But listen, 407-894-1680. Watching, I love to watch Patrick Mahomes play. On Friday when we picked, you said, Glenn, who you're going for. I don't even know why you asked me that. You know that I love the quarterback play, and quarterbacks can take entire games over, and that's what Patrick Mahomes does. Mm-hmm. 44. He pasted 44 on Arizona. 44, Jarrell.
Yeah, man.
In their building. In their building. So it was Kansas City 44, Arizona 21. Pat Mahomes 30 of 39, Jarrell. 360 yards, 5 TDs, no interceptions, brother man. Meanwhile, Kyler Murray on the other side, a respectable 22 of 34, almost 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Trace McSorley had to come in at the end for mop-up duty.
Right. But he's
gonna be good.
It's gonna be good, man. He's gonna be, and they saying Tyreek who?
I know. What is it? Is it the Reed offense?
It's Mahomes and Kelsey.
That's it. He don't need nobody else.
He nobody else.
Yeah.
He don't need all the other guys are just fill-ins.
You know what's a trip?
What's that?
When you got a teammate and y'all are in sync to the place where and Kelsey, you know what he does? Mm-hmm. He goes to the places on the field where the defenders are not.
Right.
He knows how to get open. Young receivers know how to get open. Learn how to get open. It's great, man, when you run a good route, but you got to know how to get open.
Right. And Mahomes is
target yourself.
Mahomes is a ab liver. Like he's a method actor.
I get that.
He's just because if you watch the highlights or you watch the game, he did a shovel pass, that was awkward looking. Like, what are you doing?
One of my favorite games, I think, is The Price is Right, or Let's Make a Deal with Bob. With was it Bob Barker?
Bob was with Price is Right.
Who was Let's Make a Deal? Now it's Drew Carey. Anyway, it's Wayne Brady now, right? And I thought about
let's make a deal.
And I thought about when he was on Whose Line Is It Anyway?
Love that show.
This is a same. Patrick Mahomes has a Wayne Brady, right?
Yeah, king of the improv.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, he's not conventional. You don't have game film to show your young quarterback of this is how you play quarterback, because you will ruin that kid. The only person that could play quarterback like Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
So
again, 30 of 39.
Do not
5 TDs.
Do not show your high school quarterback film of Patrick Mahomes on how to play quarterback in high school.
I don't know. They might be able to do it.
Bro.
They might be able to
They can't do that. They can't do none of that you see him do. They can't.
High school coaches would call that hot dogging.
Yeah. We don't hot dog around here.
We don't hot dog around here. You remember your coach? Still stop all that hot dog, man. We used to have to run.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You can't do that. So where do the Arizona Cardinals, they probably gonna fire everybody after this year.
They're gonna say, "Hey, Kyler Murray, all 5'7" of you."
Give me some of that back.
Give me some of that back, bro.
Yeah.
He was all Groucho.
Yeah.
In the season. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, this is Glenn's one of his favorite quarterbacks. We're going to talk about this next game.
Okay, go. Okay.
You got the Green Bay Packers, 7.
And
the Minnesota Vikings. With Kirk Cousins, 23.
I went with the Vikes.
With Minnesota.
I went with the Vikes.
I know.
Right.
But
why did you go with the Vikes?
Because me and A.A. Ron don't see
eye to eye
on nothing.
And
I know it was some drop passes by the young receivers. But Aaron didn't play, to me, he didn't play well also. But again, they're going to concentrate, the local media and the national media, they're going to concentrate on the drop passes, these young guys, or the ability that they couldn't get open. Not that the Vikings defense played a heck of a game. They're not going to do that. They're going to go just like they like to bow down to Bill Belichick. They like to bow down to Aaron Rodgers.
They do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of the receivers
I get that.
couldn't get open. Yes, they dropped some balls, but you didn't put a lot of times. You didn't put it in the right place. Of course, the offensive line had issues, so you was getting sacked.
Yeah.
So Glenn is going to cover. He's going to give you the numbers. But what my thing is, you got to own your own also.
Aaron Rodgers, he comes off brash. He comes off as a Mr. Know-It-All. He comes off as a prima donna. He comes off as being kind of selfish. Jarrell thinks that he's inconsistent.
Yeah.
And that's putting it nicely. Jarrell would say he's a liar.
He's a liar.
He's not. He said he got inoculated. Aaron Rodgers, 22 of 34, 195 yards, no TDs. No TDs yesterday for Aaron. 1 interception. Jordan Love came in, and Jordan was 4 of 5, 65 yards yesterday, and he looked good. Jordan Love had 118 quarterback rating yesterday. Kirk Cousins, meanwhile, for the Purple People Eaters, who look really good, that's a different shade of purple that they had on yesterday. Right. Man, I love Minnesota. That building that they play in is in the top 5 of all the stadiums in the NFL, too. Kirk Cousins, 22-32 for 277 yards. And that man from Miami Central and Florida State University, Dalvin Cook, 20 carries for 90 yards. As long as he's healthy with him, it's mucho Saquon.
It is, but that's the problem.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's the problem, man. He
What's the best ability?
Once he get cooking, pun intended.
Right.
He burns you, pun intended.
Pun intended. That's really good.
So
you've been waiting to use that, weren't you?
For years. Because nobody like burnt food.
You've been waiting to use that. Okay, wait.
But he's. I mean, the thing about it
really
is,
good.
Man, is Minnesota, bro, and Bishop is a Minnesota Viking fan.
He is.
And just they're
underachievers.
Down,
yeah.
They just and you see the potential. You see everything. Like, oh man, we gonna
like I told you
win the playoffs. We can get to the NFC championship game, and then they just.
Like I told you and my friend, the great Reverend Reggie Sconyers, because I know that was him who called to back you up when I gave my top 100. No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. And the receiver from Minnesota was in the top. Yes, he was.
Yours.
That's right. Because that kid is bad. Jefferson is bad.
Yes, but he was not picked this year for last year in the top 10 of the NFL.
Justin Jefferson, 9 receptions, 184 yards. What are you wrong? What's wrong?
He was killing
2 TD. He killed them all day yesterday.
Yeah, that was yesterday. The list came out for last year.
They played Green Bay.
I know. It was absolutely phenomenal, and I loved every minute. Anytime
Aaron loses. All right, I'm with you.
Loses.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, if you remember last year, they got beat real bad by New Orleans in the first game, and we wrote them jokers off.
We sure did. And they came back.
They came back
like 13-1.
So
Aaron.
Got to be careful with him. But
he's bad.
Yeah,
he's a bad man from California.
So you got the Las Vegas Raiders. 19 and the Los Angeles Chargers 24.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah, me and Glenn with the
What's
Raiders.
Wrong with us?
Yeah, I don't know what we were thinking about.
I don't know.
I don't know. When I looked at it, I said,
I couldn't believe I did that pick.
Right?
Yeah, I did not. Yeah. I don't know. We must have been seeing something funny.
In the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because that wasn't.
I wouldn't have picked that.
We picked it. We both picked them.
Justin Herbert is bad. Like I told you, and I love it when I'm right. I told you that Justin Herbert was going to turn out to be a great quarterback at San Diego.
Did not.
Next game.
You did not. What did Herbert throw? Did you? Because I think he had a pretty good game.
He did
against the Raiders, and you had Carr and
Justin Herbert, 26 of 34, only missed 8. 280 yards, 3 TDs, no INTs. On the other side of the ball, journeyman Derek Carr, who, man, oh, man, the Raiders deserve better. I like Derek Carr, but he just does not get them over the hump. He was 22 of 37, 295 yards, 2 TDs, but 3 interceptions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the nightcap, Glenn, we had your Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 19. And the Dallas
I'll claim them.
Cowboys, yes, I know you would. And the Dallas Cowboys, 3. Glenn
went with Dallas.
Though.
I went with Dallas.
He went with Dallas.
I went with Dallas
on a humble.
On a humble.
Go against his boy Thomas Mahoney.
Yeah. Edward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Edward O'Shaughnessy.
Brady. Yeah.
Now, so I was telling my Get Up Mornings audience that when Tom came back, the picture that they posted, Tom looked like he had some Botox or something done. Was it just me?
Oh, I don't.
You saw it.
He was sad.
No. There was something going on that photo. The one where his hair was all gelled up to the top.
Right.
Dude, it looks like he had work done.
Okay. I don't know why you're going to have work done in mid-season.
It was at the beginning of the season.
At the beginning of the season, that ain't right.
I don't know what it was. But anyway, 19-3 over Dallas. And I thought that Dak Prescott would have a good game yesterday. He did not. And he got injured. He may be out up to 8 weeks. Dak Prescott, who secured the bag, so to speak, from Jerry Jones. Begrudgingly, though. You could tell he didn't really want to do it. He just made a show of it, right. Jerry Jones did, in giving Dak all of that money and hence all of that responsibility and hence the weight of the shoulders of being the starting quarterback for America's team on his shoulders. Jarrell, he did not come through. And meanwhile, the old GOAT on the other side of the football field, Tom Brady, just driving the Bucs down the field. The Bucs defense knocking Dallas around.
Yeah, man. They was doing it. They was covering CeeDee Lamb.
Bro.
They was Zeke and what is his name? Pollard.
Oh, my God. Pollard, yeah.
Yeah. They had a decent run game, but for the most part, the Tampa Bay defense kept them in check.
Yep. All night.
But two, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers couldn't score from the red zone.
No. And so it was a great defensive game because number 11, who was a rookie last year, what's his kid's name from Dallas. He's defensive end, rookie of the year. That dude, he deserves all the accolades that you can give him. He picked up where he left off from last year, and he harassed Tom Brady all night long, right. So much so that the old Tom from New England came back. The old Tom who steps up in the linemen's faces, he was there.
Oh, and that's passion. That's what that is. That's what y'all.
No, that's leadership.
Oh, that's what it is.
Huh?
Oh, okay.
That's leadership.
Whatever.
That's leadership. Old Tom.
That's being
seeing some cracks in the dike and
he
addressing. Seeing some cracks in the dike and addressing the cracks.
But when he
coaching
left,
people up, he's a coach on the football field.
Botox, when he left,
you could see it. Botox, I'm telling you, he looks like the Riddler.
It came back.
He looks like the Joker. Look at it, y'all.
His offensive line was already in disarray.
Yeah, and then
so you knew you was going to be struggling because you lost your center for the year.
Shoot, they lost a tackle.
Yeah,
yesterday.
Yeah, so. You already know, so
he was frustrated.
You getting frustrated in those guys' face.
Yeah,
they're just as shell shocked as you is.
Good thing they've got a great kicker in Ryan Suckup. They're gonna need him. They
gonna need a Suckup.
Another.
They gonna need what's the he had the kicker Tampa had with
Janikowski?
Not Janikowski?
No.
Oh shoot. It was two brothers.
Okay, we'll get to it.
But they're gonna need every kicker until Tom Brady can talk Gronkowski to come out of retirement.
Right.
Because in the red zone,
he's got to go get Gronk.
He got to go get Gronk.
He's got to go get Gronk. You know what though?
Gronk.
Leonard Fournette had a good game yesterday. And so when you've got a ground game like Tampa had yesterday, it was a lot of good running at AT&T. Because like you say, Ezekiel and Pollard ran well too yesterday. Just no good quarterback play coming from Dak Prescott. I saw nothing. Is he too short? Or Tom Brady for that matter.
Yeah.
Is that too short? No. Can he not make the throws? No. What is going on? Too much pressure on him?
Their line is just as decimated
as
and got more questions at the receiver spot, and they got questions at the cornerback spot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they got questions at the head coach's spot. So they got issues anyway. They wasn't going to be the favorite to do anything, but did
we talk about our Dolphins?
Yeah, we talked about them at the top.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely. So
Denver and Seattle tonight.
You got Denver, Seattle tonight. Me and Glenn went with Denver. Overall,
we're going with Sierra's husband.
Our record was 8-7-1.
Yes, sir.
We tied this week.
Yes, sir.
For our picks.
That's respectable.
That is respectful. But this is the thing. It's like our first 2 weeks are usually bad because we really don't know.
The teams. Now we're feeling it. Yeah, we'll feel them out.
You know what I'm saying? And you just try to fill them out, like you say, in the first couple of weeks, and it's just bad. But Dak Prescott, man, looked like he messed up his right thumb, which is his throwing hand.
Right.
And he's supposed to have surgery today, I believe. It's going to happen today.
Right.
And he's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks. That's a
long Dak, man. Dude,
time.
Dak, man. Come back strong, bro.
With the backup.
Yeah.
Who the backup?
I don't know. We'll find out. We're getting short on time. Let's do the AP poll. It was number 10. Coming in at number 10 is Arkansas. Can you believe that?
No.
The Razorbacks at number 10. Number 9, the University of Kentucky Wildcats after an upset of Florida. They gave Florida the business. Coming in at number 8, Oklahoma State Cowboys. Number 7, the USC Trojans. Number 6, the Oklahoma Sooners. Number 5 is Clemson. And they, in Carolina, they put a P on it. They say Clemson.
Oh,
Did you know that?
Did not.
Fun fact. Clemson, number 5. Number 4, the Michigan Wolverines. Number 3, the Ohio State University. Number 2, Alabama. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
You like that? And then taking over the number 1 spot from Alabama who got a big scare from Texas, who actually should have lost.
Right, they should have lost. They should
have lost that game to the Longhorns.
Yeah.
So Alabama moves to number 2. The number 1 team is the University of Georgia Bulldogs.
Right. And then on Friday night, guys, you had UCF losing to Louisville.
You said that they would.
Louisville.
Yeah. Here we go another. Yeah. Louisville. It's weird how they said the word. They said Louisville.
Yeah.
Like there's an L in there.
Yeah.
Louisville. Louisville.
But anyway, they lost to Louisville 20-14 on Friday night. It was a good game, man, and the Knights was in full attendance.
Sold out.
Man.
The bounce house was rocking.
Was rocking, bro. Yeah. It was good. And like Glenn said,
go UCF.
Go ahead.
Hey, Rhonda.
Yep. And then on Saturday, like Glenn said, Alabama 20, Texas 19. You had Georgia 33
over Samford.
Yeah, 0. You had Ohio State 45, Arkansas State 12.
Yeah.
Appalachia.
Baby.
App State.
Nobody wants to play App State.
Don't put these people on your
Don't put them on your schedule. Listen, they forget Appalachian State was Division II champs several times.
Every year. Almost every year. Don't put App. If you want to make you a national championship run, don't put these fools.
Don't put
on your schedule. And shouts out
They're
to
down
them.
from the holler.
They played a great game because they was in College Station. They
from
was
the
in
holler.
Texas.
Yeah, with Jimbo.
With Jimbo and them. But Appalachia 17 and Texas A&M 14. Good job. Yeah. Also, Marshall 26.
The Thundering Herd.
Against Notre Dame
21.
21. Yay.
Hey, Cheyenne, you see that?
Yeah.
Hey, Shy.
Hey, Shy. You had USC 41 and Stanford 28.
Yeah.
The University of Miami 30 and Mississippi.
Southern Mississippi,
is,
the Eagles.
7. You had, again, Glenn mentioned it, Kentucky University Company. Yes. Down to the Swamp, 26, and Florida 16.
Bishop. Hey, Bishop.
You got Florida A&M, 23.
Albany State,
13.
Yeah, we're 1 and 2 now.
South Carolina State, 33, and BCU.
I think BCU is 0-3.
9.
Yeah.
Yeah, they probably 0-3. And also, what we said last week.
What did we say? What did we say?
We said,
he gone.
The Nebraska fired the Nebraska Cornhuskers?
The Cornhuskers.
Cornhuskers. They fired.
Their mascot is scary. He's got a big old head.
Yeah, they fired football coach
Scott Frost. He is out of there.
He gone. He is gone one day after a 45-42 home loss.
Guess who they lost to?
Georgia Southern. They lost against Georgia Southern, bro, and they went ahead and said, you know what?
Oh.
Went to Scott Frost.
He should have never left. He should have never left.
You know, right? And Scott Frost said, well, I'm gone, but you got to pay me $15 million. So they had to pay him. They paid him
$15 million buyout.
Buyout. Pieces. Deuces.
What do you think happened?
Them L's, bro. And then it's Georgia Southern. That was it. That was the straw.
A lot of brothers. It was a lot of brothers.
that you didn't pick to come to Nebraska.
Right.
That you did not come to Nebraska.
Scott Frost, we love you, man. Come back to Orlando, dog.
With the crew, we got a seat at the table for
you. They probably got a place for you out there.
We got a seat at the table for you here at the Sports.
Come on, Scott Frost.
But me and Glenn called it, man.
We did.
And quick shout out, man. I want to give a happy birthday shout out to my mom, Barbara Robinson, on tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Birthday is tomorrow.
Happy birthday, Miss Bobby.
Her birthday, and she has been. My brother Teddy is 60, so she's been here longer than that.
I
ain't gonna give my mama age.
Don't do it then.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
She's older than Glenn.
Right.
Older than Harold.
Right.
So,
wow.
Yeah, so shout out to my mom. Happy birthday on tomorrow. We're going to come and holler at you on tomorrow, man. So Glenn going to give you a shout out tomorrow on the radio. And also, guys, if y'all on WOKB's Facebook page or YouTube channel, you can check out me and Glenn's new coffee mug right here. You got
can
one
order.
from Bishop, too, Sports View with the crew. Coffee mugs. You can sit down with your Morton Joe with a coffee mug. You give Glenn contact, and he'll let you know all the info. And he'll give it to you.
Good show, man.
To you. All right. We'll see y'all on Friday.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel. You listen to Sports View with the Crew. You inside the Man Cave.
I'm Glenn Allgood.
See ya.
Sports View with the Crew is a presentation and production of WOKB 1680 AM Sports. Follow us on Twitter